Welcome children to the English class. What can you see in the picture? In the picture, you can see that the houses and trees are all submerged in water. Why that had happened? Due to floods. What is flood? Flood is the overflow of water from rivers and canals onto the dry land. In the 5th standard, you have learned from the chapter Weather and Climate that there will be weather forecasting, means how will be the weather, will it be rainy or sunny, it will be forecasted in advance. If the weather forecasting this one has forecasted heavy rain in some of the areas, the government will ask the people to vacate their houses and go to safer places. As you know that when they are going to safer places, they will be providing their tents and temporary houses. In temporary houses, you can't carry all the things whatever you have in your house. So, the people will carry some blankets, clothes to wear and some cooking utensils and go to other places. There they will stay in temporary tent houses. Those people are called refugees. So, today we are going to read the lesson The Refugee by Pearl S. Buck. Before starting the lesson, The Refugee, let us have an introduction of the author. Who is the author? Pearl S. Buck. She was born on June 26, 1982 in USA. Her occupation was, she was a writer and a teacher. She has written so many books. Some of her books are The Good Earth, Sons, The Mother. She has won so many prizes. They are Pulitzer Prize in 1932. She has also won the Nobel Prize in 1938. She was the first American woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. At the age of 80, she died on March 6, 1973. Let us start the lesson. The Refugee. This short story describes the sad plight of Chinese peasants who were forced to leave their villages due to floods and starvation and moved to the city to suffer untold miseries and misfortunes. The writer's description of the refugees' hardship and suffering is deeply touching. Now we will see in this lesson what we are going to read. We are going to read about the sad condition of the Chinese peasants. Peasants means farmers. They are forced to leave their village because of flood and starvation, and they will go to the city to be safe. In the city, they will face so many miseries and misfortunes. In the lesson, we will see how they spent their life in the city with little or no money. See the meanings: plight, difficult situation; peasant, a poor agricultural laborer who works in the field; flood, an overflow of large amount of water over dry land; starve, to suffer or die due to lack of food; untold, too many to be measured; misery, physical or mental suffering; and misfortune is bad luck. They walked to the new capital, alien, and from a far country. Although their own lands were only few hundred miles, perhaps from this very street upon which they now walked, but to them it was very far. They, who had been accustomed only to country roads and fields, walked now along the proud street of the new capital, their feet treading upon the new concrete sidewalk. And although the street was full of things they had never seen before, still they looked at nothing, but passed as in a dream, seeing nothing. Now we will see the condition of the refugees in the city. First, already they have left their villages and they came to the new capital because of the floods and starvation. And in the new capital or in the new city, they are feeling themselves like aliens. Aliens means the people from another country with which we are not familiar. And they have left their own lands. And the people who live in villages will be accustomed or familiar to country roads and fields. Now they are walking on the concrete roads made of cement and stones. In the city, they have never seen before. The village people have never seen these things in the village. But as they are coming by leaving this village to the city, they are seeing nothing there. On the roads they are seeing so many new things, but they are not noticing anything on the roads, and they are walking as if they are in a dream. There were several hundreds of them passing at this moment. If they did not look at anything, nor at anyone, neither did any look at them. The city was full of refugees, many thousands of them, fed after a fashion, clothed somehow, sheltered in mat, in great camps outside the city wall. At any hour of the day, lines of ragged men and women and few children could be seen making their way towards the camps. And if any city dweller noticed them, it was to think with increased bitterness, more refugees? Will there never be an end to them? We will all starve trying to feed them even a little. Now see the meanings. Fed after a fashion, not very well done. Camp, temporary shelter. Rag, old and torn clothes. Dweller, a person or an animal that lives in a specified area, here in the city or in the village. Bitterness means anger. Starve, suffer or die due to hunger. Now we will see the condition of the refugees in the city. First, there are several hundreds, means many hundreds of people who are coming from the villages to the cities. The people in the first para, we saw that the refugees did not look at anything, even though they have never seen it before. But the people of the city also did not look at them because they did not like them. Then there were so many refugees in the city. They had no food. They had torn clothes and they were only having mats to sleep on in the camps. And the camps were also outside the city. The whole day, at any hour, all day long, people used to come from villages to city as refugees. The people of the city, whenever they see the refugees coming to the city, maybe men, women or children, they were feeling very angry to look at them because they have to be fed in the city. This bitterness, which is the bitterness of fear, made small shopkeepers bawl out rudely to many beggars who came early to beg at the doors. And it made men ruthless in paying small fares to the rickshaw pullers, of which there were 10 times as many as could be used, because the refugees were trying to earn something thus. With the city full of refugees then, begging at every door, swarming into every unskilled trade and service, lying dead on the streets at every frozen dawn. Why should one look at this fresh horde coming in now at the twilight of the winter's day? See the meanings. Bawl, shout or yell. Ruthless, merciless or showing no kindness. Swarm, moving in large numbers like the honeybees. Unskilled, no special training. Dawn, sunrise, twilight, evening time when there will be little light before the darkness. Horde, a large group of people. Here, the bitterness or the anger which the city people were showing to the refugees is because of the fear. They were fearing if there are so many people come into the city, there will be no food for them. So, it made the shopkeepers shout at the beggars. The beggars were the refugees. Because they had no food and no money, they were begging at the shops, at every doors, and wherever they could beg, they were begging money. And this made the people merciless, because we cannot give money to all the beggars. There will be, if there are so many beggars, can we give to all? No. So they are becoming merciless, means they are showing no kindness to the people. And even the people, for paying small fares, means less amount they were giving even to the rickshaw pullers. If you go to a road and if you see so many rickshaw pullers there or auto rickshaws, you will take the one who is taking less amount. So you are paying small fare, means less amount to the rickshaw pullers. As there were many more refugees, they were trying to do any kind of work. If they are skilled or no, if they can do that work or no, they were trying to do every kind of work that come across to them. And if they don't find any work and if people are not giving any money to them, they were lying dead on the streets as they don't have food to eat. And at every dawn, means the morning, people can see many people lying on the streets dead. So the people of the city don't want to look at the refugees, because there were so many people every day coming into the city in the twilight of a winter day. Thank you, children. We'll continue in the next class.